Hi families, it's Mrs. Skutnik. I'm here to go over the at-home learning objectives for today. We're going to start off with the Summer Fit books and then go over the rest of the things that are going on today. So what I'm going to do is share the learning agenda for today. For Summer Fit books, the kids are going to be doing pages 11 through 14 in the books. That will look like this. Let's see. So we can go over that in just a moment. Here it is. All right, so for this one, they're going to be working on page 11 about synonyms and antonyms. The kids know that synonyms mean that they're similar, so they're the same meaning. Antonyms, we're going to have a little bit of a trickier time with. We haven't really gone over that in the classroom just yet, but antonyms just mean opposite. So synonyms, similar, antonyms, opposite. So for the first one, they had to draw a line to the word that is the antonym. So the antonym of wet is dry. The antonym for awake is asleep. So they would just simply draw a line to get to where that needs to go. Below, they have to come up with a synonym for the underlined word. So a synonym for sofa might be couch. It might be love seat. It might be futon. It might be chair. So they have to come up with a synonym to replace the underlined word. What's a synonym for giant? Something, a word that means the same thing. So that's page 11. On page 12, this is what we're going to be going on over on our on our Zoom meet. We're talking about right angles that make a 90-degree corner, obtuse angles that go beyond 90 degrees, and acute angles that are smaller than 90 degrees. So the kids are going to label the different kinds of angles to figure out which ones are obtuse, which one is acute, which one is right. And what I would do, instead of using 1, 2, or 3, I would have them do an R for right, an O for obtuse, and an A for acute. So like for number 1, this is obviously right, so I would put an R. Number 2, this looks like it's acute, so we would put an A. Number 3 looks like it's obtuse, so we would put an O. For 10 through 12, they're going to use this picture here to help them figure out how many right angles there are. I would circle as they go through and count up the circles, how many are obtuse and how many are acute. Then they need to do a strength exercise. All they have to do is tell me what exercise they did to practice strength. On page 13, we're talking about adjectives. Adjectives are describing words, so they describe the noun. So what they would do is they give you a list of adjectives up here, and then it tells them what words would you use to describe their mom. So maybe they would use beautiful, loving, pretty, sweet. What would you use to describe garbage? They would pick up some words from up here to fill in. And then in the following, they would circle the sentences. The other sentences. They would circle the adjectives in the sentences. And finally, for page 14, they're going to fill in this chart. All they have to do is start at the top. 1 times 3 is 3. 1 times 6 is what? 1 times 9 is what? And go all the way down. All these are times 1. The next column would be all times 4. Next column would be all times 6, times 3, times 5, times 9, times 8, times 7, times 2, and times 10. For 11 and 12, the kids know that they need to solve the insides first. So for number 11, 10 times 10 we know is 100. 6 times 5 we know is 30. 4 times 2 we know is 8. And they would just simply add those together. They would do a very similar thing down here with number 12. They know they need to multiply first before they can add. And then what aerobic exercise did they do today? That is what the learning stuff is in the Smart Fit books for today. Let's now go over the rest of what the kids have to get done. So we're going to go back to our agenda. In Google Classroom, they have a Would You Rather writing assignment. They're going to get extra angle practice because this is kind of a harder concept for them to grasp. So they're going to get some time to go on and I'll show you how they can get a hold of this extra practice. And in science, if they have not finished it already, they have the animal life cycles from yesterday to finish. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and show you the Google Classroom so you can see what those assignments look like. Okay, so today, it's for Tuesday, as of right now, the only thing that's showing right now is the would you rather writing. So they need to tell me, would they rather be able to fly or be able to turn invisible? They would just type their answers in and then click turn in. For the other assignment, for math, let's pull that one up. We're gonna let that one be live now. They have a quick angle practice. Sorry, here we go, assign. So if we go back here, it should show up on the kids side now too. I don't know what's taking so long. There it is, got it. Angle practice, we'll just click on this, click on view assignment. What is going on? It will look like this. It's a what do you call it? A worksheet that they'll do. So for this one, they have to pull the words and place them where they belong. So obtuse would go with the obtuse angle. Acute, which one does that match with? Straight, which one does that match with? Straight ones are just simply straight lines. We'll go over that in Zoom today. I know that wasn't in the book. So if they get confused with the straight line ones, they can skip it. On the next page, they have to sort. So put the right angles together, put the straight angles together, so on and so forth. The next page, they have to type. So if this is acute, they would write the word acute. If they do not know how to spell it, they can go back to a previous page because it has all the spellings on it for them. And then that's it for the math assignment on Google Classroom. The other one was the life cycle, which we went over already. And the last things we're going to go over, we're going to go back to the at-home learning. They have family yoga today, so if your kiddos are getting a little too energetic, you can put on some family yoga. One I recommend is Cosmic Kids. It's on YouTube. They could just type it into the YouTube browser and do some yoga, the calm down. And if you need even more things for them to do, they can log on to Epic and read some books. The Epic information is not only on ClassTag, it is also in our Google Classroom that they can access as well. If you have any other questions for me, please feel free to reach out. I'm here to help. Have a great rest of your Tuesday. Bye-bye.